What's up, Joe Bros and Joe Broettes? Today I have to be a little quiet because my parents are in bed. But today we're going to be reviewing the Ultimate Edition Legends Phantom of the Opera Undertaker.
Well, we'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. And the Lord, He's on our side.
Alright, so now that we've stripped the figure down bare, we can get into the accessories. So, of course, he comes with the hat. He comes with a pair of mic holding hands. The sculpting on the gloves is very nice. Like it looks like gloves rather than a lot of figures where they just reuse the normal hand mold. He has his pose style hands, which these are different than the Randy Orton or Seth Rollins, like it debuted with hands, where it has that because they have the sculpted gloves. He also comes with gauntlets. I included these in the accessories because they come off easy and they you kind of have to take them off to put the cloth good coat on, which is a very nice material. It is it's kind of stiff, which is honestly a good thing because it can actually kind of pose, so you can get it in a position where it kind of looks like it's flowing. It's almost like it feels like a MDT recently pointed this out, like it's on a different figure, about how it has that kind of material, like an American flag or a flag, that same sort of papery yet cloth material. Of course, it comes with the tie, which actually works very nicely. It's a little tricky to get on at first, but it's very nice. Of course, it comes with an unmasked head sculpt with a mask that you can actually put on under there. Let me see if I can get it on in this little moment here. Luckily, I just about can. If I can get it under this little side here. Get it on. And the hair kind of goes up a little bit, but if you put the hat on, or if you tilt his head down, then you don't really notice because the hair goes down, which I kind of like. I'm definitely going to be using this head sculpt. But we also have two mask head sculpts, one where he's kind of grimacing with his teeth out a little bit, and then one straight face head sculpt. So let's get into the figure's articulation. Alright, so onto the figure's articulation. This figure is buttery smooth when it comes to articulation. You of course get the boot that goes all the way up. You get toe joints. You get a little bit of ankle pivot there. You get they're not pinless, but that's okay. You get a calf cut, thigh cut. You get these on ball joints and drop down hips, so he can do full splits if you want him to. The upper torso is a little loose, but it's not so bad. Like I feel like he'll be able to lift and do things that he needs to be able to do. This arm is hindered by the elbow pads. If you want to take that out, you can. As I've mentioned before, the gauntlets come off. Of course, he gets wrist swivel and the hinge. The arm on the other side is really nice. Of course, you get bicep cut on both arms. As far as head pivoting goes, he's got a little bit of head pivot, but not much due to the hair. He can look up a little. And as far as ab crunch goes, he has a fairly decent, as far as Ultimate Editions go, ab crunch, especially when it comes to back ab crunch. I believe that is it for articulation. And of course, I got the grimacing head sculpt. Let's go on to, I guess, figure comparisons. Oh, and for your figure comparisons, I first up want to get out the From the Vault Undertaker. Sorry, I kind of sounded surprised in the beginning of this part of the video, just because of the fact that it kind of caught me off guard the way it turned on. But as you can see, they stand nicely against each other. The contrast, well, pretty much the same height. I do want to see how the wings look on this version of Taker, just because it seems like it would be pretty cool if I can take them off, that is. Ugh. You know, I'm definitely gonna end up taking the I forgot what I was saying. Lost my train of thought, but let's get this on here just to see how it looks. Let's take the head sculpt off for now. Doesn't look too shabby on here. Let's get the head sculpt on there. Let's see. So the head sculpt ain't really going to be able to go on there, but you can kind of just set it on top. As you can see, the wings look pretty nice with this figure, I'd say. As I said before, I'm being a little quiet just because my parents are in bed. But yeah, I would recommend doing that. Let's get into more figure comparisons. Alright, so for your figure comparisons as far as Kane goes, we have the Defining Moments Kane. As you can see, they scale pretty nicely, although the Undertaker's a little bit taller, which is a little off to me, just because, you know, Kane is bigger than the Undertaker, but that makes sense because the Kane is an elite, and we have the Monday Night Wars elite, and this one is quite a bit shorter from this one, but as I said, this is an Ultimate Edition. Those are elites. We have the you know, we might as well get into the other comparisons. We got Paul Bearer, the Chase, actually. I plan to display these two together. We have the Monday Night Wars Ultimate Edition Stone Cold Steve Austin. We have, and for a masked figure, we have the Fiend. And of course, he can hold his own arm if you need to. I hope you guys like how I have him kind of dressed. You can actually put the cloth coat into the gauntlet. I truly apologize for my words today. I am tired because, as I said, it is pretty late at night. Of course, you can also give him the little urn. So that, I believe, is it for the figure. I hope you enjoyed today's video. You guys have a fantastic rest of y'all's days. Remember, Jesus loves you. So do I. Joe, out.
Well, we'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. We'll be alright if the Lord be on our side. And the Lord, He's on